The first day of spring is just over a week away. Temperatures have been warming up, but is it finally time to put away your winter coats and snow boots? Let's find out. Buckeye TV's meteorologist, Eric DeBroco, has your forecast for spring break.
Thank you, Margaret. And yes, we finally made it to spring break 2015. So let's take a look and see what the weather has in store for us this week. Surface analysis for early Saturday, we're going to be having a cold front marching its way eastward through the Ohio Valley on Sunday. We can expect more rainfall, though, over the weekend, particularly in parts of the Deep South where they've already experienced a lot of flooding due to snow melt and additional rainfall. Actually, for parts of the South, they can expect rainfall as far as 2 inches in addition to what they've already seen. Looking ahead now to our temperatures for the next week, we can expect the Northeast to be below average, but if you're heading out west, temperatures will be above average with lots of sunshine. Looking at our rainfall forecast for the next week, thankfully the Northeast and Midwest, where we've already seen a lot of flooding, will be drying out, but parts of the South and Texas will be getting in on some of that rain. Looking at our temperatures late weekend, it will be very warm in Florida. If you're heading down to see Mickey, make sure you pack those shorts. You're going to need it there. Parts of Ohio will be in the 50s. As we head into the beginning of next week, temperatures will show a cooling trend, particularly in the Northeast, where the blue is the teens and the 20s, quite frigid out that way. As we head towards the middle of next week, right around Wednesday, parts of Ohio will be in the 40s, but they will be rebounding towards the end of next week as the warmth from the south will work its way up. Specifically now, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Let's take a look at your forecast. We can expect highs in the mid to upper 60s and lows in the low 50s and upper 40s at nighttime. As far as rain goes, not a whole lot, just maybe a shot or two on Wednesday. And overall, there will be below normal temperatures in South Carolina. Heading off to Florida, Daytona Beach particularly, high temperatures will be in the low 80s in the beginning of the week, then dropping to the mid 70s towards the end of the week. Lows will be around the lower 50s, and we can expect a few rain chances, especially in the beginning of the week, but then we will be clearing out. Heading down south to New Orleans, we can expect high temperatures to be in the lower and middle 70s, and then at low temperatures at night will be getting down to the low 50s and even upper 40s. So might want to bring that jacket if you're heading down that way. We can expect a couple chances of rain, particularly on Monday and Thursday in that area. Heading out west, sunny, beautiful Los Angeles, California will live up to that expectation as we will have temperatures in the middle 70s to start. Then a cooling trend kicks in there with highs in the upper 60s, only dropping to the upper 50s though. And like I said before, plenty of sunshine and not one drop of rain is in sight. Or alternatively, if you're staying home for Columbus, we can expect rain on Saturday with a temperature of 55 degrees before drying out on Sunday. But Monday will be the clear weather winner of the week with a high temperature of 61, absolute gorgeous day there, before dropping on Tuesday for a high of 46 degrees, only light rain before drying out towards the end of the week with high temperatures in the 50s. There's a look at your spring break forecast for 2015. I'm Buckeye TV meteorologist Eric DeBroca. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks for the update. It sounds like spring break is on its way. It won't be long until it's time to break out the shorts and put on the flip-flops.
That's right, Maggie. And speaking of shorts and flip-flops, spring break is right around the corner. What are Ohio State students doing next week? Let's turn it over to John Neal, our spring break correspondent, to get the scoop.
Thanks, Adrian. It's that time of year again. Students are packing up for the road or just enjoying their week of vacation.
Spring break is a monumental rite of passage for college students and young adults all over the world. And as OSU students prepare for Spring Break 2015, many are excited about the mini vacation that's ahead of them.
Well, we're going to Miami for spring break.
Going down to Daytona Beach with a group of friends of mine.
And how long will you be there?
About a week.
What do you guys have in mind when you get to Miami?
Well, relaxing.
Just being on the beach all week and no classes, so.
The beach. Getting
Yes.
away from the cold.
The beach, the warm, having fun, you know.
The parties.
The party.
As many prepare for fun in the sun, some have done the whole spring break scene and just want to relax and continue to focus on their studies.
I really don't
have any real exciting spring break plans. I just plan on studying for the LSAT, which I will be taking in June, and then also just continuing to work here on campus in President Drake's office.
There is no true relaxation for me. I'll probably be spending time getting prepared for the GRE. I will be taking a year off between undergraduate and graduate, so I'll probably be preparing for the GRE and looking at some other graduate schools to pursue my master's degree.
I'm excited just to have a break from the academic arena and just to be able to relax, catch up on Netflix, but then also make money. So
There are 3 important things to remember this spring break, and that is to simply have fun, be responsible, and most importantly, classes resume March 23rd. And I am Margaret Hayward with your Buckeye TV News.
While many OSU students are making it out to numerous vacation spots for their well-earned spring break, one group of students will be making their way out to the City of Angels in an Ohio State-sponsored trip known as the LA Experience. This program will have at least a dozen selected OSU students with prospects of making a career in Hollywood show business, visiting with and learning from Buckeye alumni who have done exactly that. I was able to speak with 2 faculty members in charge of the trip for more insight as to what our students can expect from their time on the West Coast.
Los Angeles Experience. The first trip happened in 2013, and the trip this year will be our second trip. Really kind of how it came to be was we realized we have all sorts of alumni who are successful across the country, especially in Los Angeles, and are involved in the industry of TV and film and the business of the arts. And so we wanted to connect those people with our students.
And it's 20 students who've been selected through an application and interview process. And we had really a wide variety of students from the College of Arts and Sciences who applied. We've got a few who are really interested in working in the business side of entertainment. We have some actors who are going to come out, get some individual experiences with casting agents, other actors. We're really fortunate we've got a wide swath of alumni too who are willing to dedicate their time while we're out there. So the students are really going to get an individual experience while they're there.
The LA Experience will begin tomorrow and will run until Thursday the 19th. Students are attempting to get away from their stresses, but remembering to secure your house before you leave may save you some added stress. Adrian has the story for us.
This week, thousands of students are leaving campus for a change of scenery, and with that, leaving their homes unattended and vulnerable to crime. These students have thought about that, though.
Yeah, we have neighbors beside us that are kind of they have a family and everything, so they're trustworthy, so yeah. We're on the 2nd floor, so I feel like it's less of a chance, and I usually take everything of importance, if someone did break in, they wouldn't get too much. I usually leave a set timer to make it seem like someone's home.
I live in a fraternity house, so they make sure it's safe. They make sure all the windows are closed, all doors are locked, and sometimes there are people there to make sure that it's okay.
Spring break and warmer weather often bring a spike in property crime around campus. The fear of becoming a victim won't stop these students from leaving for their trips, however.
Me and my roommate are taking the weekend to go to New York City, about a day or 2. We haven't decided yet.
I'm doing a Buckeye surf trip to South Carolina, Greensville, to work with puppies at Humane Society.
Police say that the best way to prevent crimes from happening is to lock your doors and windows. Also, don't leave valuables that are visible through windows. Doing these things can deter criminals who are looking for an easy victim and ensure you don't come home to an empty house. Adrian Robbins, Buckeye TV.
There you have it. Wherever you'll be for spring break, stay safe and have fun. We'll see you in about a week. I'm Jonathan Neal. Back to you guys.
Thanks, John. What are you guys doing for spring break?
I don't have any plans. What about you, John?
I will be celebrating St. Patrick's Day in Dublin, Ireland.
Wow,
lucky
that'll be a
you.
lot of fun.
Thanks.
And Maggie, it seems like it's warming up here anyway. You don't need to go anywhere for fun.
I'll be at work.
Up next, we'll find out what's new with the lacrosse team.
And we'll talk about the Cavs and their chances of winning this year.
Later, we'll see just what's so controversial about the results of the recent study on OSU professors.
You don't want to miss it.